I'm sure most of us are familiar with the game Gorilla Tag, but some people may not know about another game that is kind of like Gorilla Tag, but with a more sinister twist. Today, I will be covering the potential lore for the VR game Scary Baboon. Chapter 1, The Lab. In this video, we'll be covering specifically the lab and the monsters in it. So the lab is where this takes place, and what I have to assume is that they were doing experiments and stuff, and something must have gone wrong and make them all abandon it. And I'm not sure if the player, like the monkeys that you play as, are those scientists or if they're just people there. But I think that they were doing an experiment and something must have gone wrong to one of the monkeys that they were testing it on, and they turned into one of the monsters here. Chapter 2, White. One of the monsters or monkeys in the lab is white, which is, one of the monsters, but it's white. It has blood coming out of its eyes, and it has a hole through its chest. It also has like a hole in the back of its head. I think that white was the first one that was created, and it started attacking the scientists. So they began fighting back, and they stabbed it through like its belly, like its chest. They also hit it in the back of the head, but it managed to kill all of them in that room and escape. I also think like the way it talks it kind of sounds like someone talking, and I think that is maybe it's repeating what the people were saying whenever it first started attacking them. So that more or less covers it for white. Chapter 3, Big Larry. So I think that maybe Big Larry was like the second one to be made, and it was like made at the same time or about the same time that white was made. And the reason it has like blood on it is because the blood from all those scientists that were immediately killed, and the blood from white, which he, of course, made whenever they started fighting back and trying to kill him. So that's all I can really think of for Big Larry. Chapter 4, Meat Man Fast. So my general theory for Meat Man Fast is that the scientists tried to get all the dead bodies and fuse it back together, and it made Meat Man fast. That's really all I have to say for him. I'm not really sure how he's fast or why he's fast, but I think he's just made of the dead people, because in the game all of the dead bodies look kind of or have the same texture as Meat Man fast. Chapter 5, Black Goo. So in a few places around the lab map, you can find some goo in the ground that has the same texture as black goo. Black goo texture is black, and it has white dots and stripes kind of on it, and it has glowing red eyes. I think it's made out of that goo because it's the same exact texture. And I think maybe that goo was made from some kind of substance that the scientists tried creating, that maybe is the kind of substance that would bring something to life, and maybe they use that same substance in all the other monsters. So it seems as if they have at first gone from being scared about these monsters and oh no, we gotta stop this, to being more wait, we can do something with this and make even more monsters. So it's kind of like they're mad scientists at this point, potentially. I don't know why Black Goo is bigger than all of them, but maybe the more substance in them, the bigger they are. Chapter 6, Summary. So, in summary, the lab is the place where all the scientists are, and it's the place that you spawn in the game. And White is maybe the first one, and they tried killing him. And Big Larry may be covered in blood, because that's the blood that came off of White whenever they, tried fighting back and killing him. Meat Man Fast is maybe all the dead bodies like fused together. Black Goo is made from a gooey substance that can be found around the map, and it may be some kind of substance or a liquid that the scientists tried to make for whatever reason. So these are all just theories I have made up with not too much deep thinking, but just stuff right off the top of my head. So I don't expect all of these to be correct, but maybe a few of them. Sooner or later, I'll probably cover other maps and other monsters, or maybe in-depth more monsters. But, of course, these are just theories, so don't take these as official lore. But you could put this in a fandom if you wanted to. So, hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of this, maybe like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll be making some Scary Baboon and Gorilla Tag videos and some other VR games soon. But that's just it for now. So, remember, don't take any of this stuff to be true. Okay? These are just theories. Goodbye.